And welcome to another edition of Dino Under the Bonnet. Welcome back. Now, this has been a topic which many people, many people have asked me about, and what's happening in the car market, and what cars should I buy, and what should I avoid completely. So, what we're going to discuss today is a rather in depth look at the 10 best collector cars that people are secretly buying. Now, I call it secretly buying. I take my knowledge from clients, from other people within the industry, and also following a great, absolutely great source of information is Haggerty. They're brilliant, and having recent chats with them, I get some knowledge. So what would I do? What would I do? So the market has changed. As I've said in other podcasts, this is an unprecedented time. But I feel now that we it may just have hit the bottom. The reason why I say that is I've not seen a Jaguar E-Type convertible in any series under 35,000. 35,000 was the cheapest I've ever seen. And strangely enough, it wasn't a basket case. So I think that was always my indicator. So if we've got down to those levels, I think and there's no more reduction in price. I actually think that we're there now. So some cars are still falling. They're just a few, but I think we've absolutely bottomed, and some are, quietly climbing. And the question is, which ones? Which ones? So I'm going to go through my list of what I think and what I've gained the knowledge. And my first one that I think is a great buy. Now, it's going to be controversial, this. It's a Porsche 996 Turbo. Now, many of you will be saying, shouting out to me, and I'm just amazed by how many people are listening. And thank you. I know I digress, but thank you from all over the world, as far as Canada and into China and Singapore. So, worldwide audience. I wonder if that actually counts if there's only one in that country. Anyway, I am very grateful. So, thank you, Canada. Thank you, Singapore. Right, yes, 996 Turbo. Why? So it's down to the Mezca engine, and this has no bearing worries, no bore scoring reputation, and it's a genuine supercar performance. They're becoming recognized as the ones of the best 911s that are out there. Now, the ones to avoid in the 996 category are the Carreras and up to the 4CS. And if you do buy one of those, do check. The engine has had a little tickle, and you're always very welcome to come to Classic Car Lab, and we'll give you a little tickle, your engine that is. And my view is that if I was going to be buying another Porsche, I was even caught out a few years ago buying the 997 Turbo S, and that just dropped like a stone, and I was shocked. And it was because the market was readjusting itself when COVID happened, pre-COVID, after COVID. COVID changed everything. It changed the world. It changed me. It changed the way I operate. It's just changed. And I got it wrong. I got it really wrong and lost a fair amount of money. So I had to investigate this market in depth and understand why I got it wrong. I don't tend to get many things wrong, especially if it's to do with money, and got it wrong. But if I was now going to be buying a Porsche, and of course the ones that the collectors really love are the GT2, GT3, which are just, they're great cars. They're absolutely great cars. And along with the turbo, because they've all got Metzger engines. And those are the ones that I would definitely buy. That's my number one. My second, now this is almost like a lovely entry into classic car world. And many of you out there will like this car. I like it. It's the Jaguar XKR, X100. I have actually seen, I've written down here a good one from 6 to 15,000. Now, I've actually seen lower than that. I've seen at 2,000, but you have to, again, be very, very careful because you don't want to get caught out. And the way that you'll get caught out is rust. These things rust on the wheel arches, and that's why they can be ridiculously cheap. They've got a beautiful design. It is a magnificent turbocharged V8. It's really got some passion there. And these are criminally undervalued. I love them. I really do. And if you get a soft top version, wonderful. Again, check with all these cars, history, if there's any rust, and look after them. Do look after them. My next, number three, top three, is the Aston Martin DB7. Now, I've had and have Aston Martins. Now, I think I've gone through three. The first one with the 3.2 engine, it's just a dreadful hum. And it's almost like as if you're, I was going to say something else. A posh hairdresser. They tend to have. There are other hairdressers out there, but they have 3.2 liter engines, Aston, and the performance is pretty lousy. The get up and go is gone. So, but the V12 is the one, and it's a beautiful shape. It's got elegant styling. It's one that you can use. You've got to be careful when buying this Aston, because again, it's down to where has it been, what has it done. Very important, good history with that. Very, very, very important, because Aston parts are very, very expensive. They know how to charge, and despite it being a Ford, a Volvo, a Jaguar, and I kid you not, these parts are still in there, and they didn't even take off the actual logos. So if you do hunt around in an engine bay of an Aston Martin, you'll find the fuse box is a Volvo fuse box, which should be great, but it's put in the wrong position, so it gets dripped on by water. But don't let me put you off, because it's an Aston. It's a beautiful shape. and I think it's such a wonderful car. And the other, I shouldn't, this is the top 10, and I'm going to say 3.1 is the other Aston Martin, which is an Aston Martin Lagonda. Now that I'm going to do a whole show, maybe 2 or 3 shows, because I love that. And I will dedicate a whole show to that and why. And I have one, obviously, and what I think of him. So I do think that that is the extremely good buy right now, because again the prices have bottomed out, and there's no doubt about it, they'll be going up. And I guess at some stage they'll be doing an Aston Martin Lagonda, and then that'll catapult it yet again. But the DB7, the V12, carefully looked after, very nice indeed. Number 4 is Mercedes, timeless, elegant shape, the R129 SL500. I've said the 500. I think the 55 AMG is lovely. Of course, it's a V8 and the V12. The V8 I prefer, and they don't build them like this anymore. Mercedes are really good. I've just acquired a knockabout one. That's a Mercedes shooting brake, and I think they are great, which nicely leads on to my next one, which is a Volvo 850R, a T5R. Oh, they're wonderful. I tried to find one of these, and there was no way. I could not find one for a cheap price. For a good one, between 8 and 25,000. And why, I hear you say, why, Dino? Why do you think we should be investing in that? Because it's 90s nostalgia, 80s and 90s. It's happening. It's a fast estate. It's got limited numbers. And the thing I particularly liked about it, and why I tried to find one, I've been trying to find one for 6 months now, a good one, is that it's just a square shape. I think when I look back on my life, and when I was at school, and some of the parents had a Volvo, and we used to make fun out of the parents that had a Volvo, and how wrong I was, and the other kids, and you know who you are, how wrong we were, because they were and are a fantastic piece of machinery and the most comfortable seats in the world. Oh, they're just amazing, amazing. The current values, as I said, between 8 and 25,000. It's a practical, fast, and increasingly rare car. I love them. I love them. The next, which is a bit of a curveball, is the E46 BMW, the M3. Now, yet again, these prices are all over the place. Let's say it's over 100,000 miles, and you think, oh right, okay, it's cheap, but I wouldn't go for it. Try and find a lower mileage one where it's less stress on the engine, because I can guarantee that they've ragged it. And I would always go for a lower one. And why are collectors buying these, you may ask again? And the reason is that it's because it's one of BMW's greatest M cars. It's got a really strong, enthusiastic following. And manual cars are increasingly desirable. As with all of these, I think, manual versus auto, Tiptronic, dual clutch, for me, and I think I speak for most of the collectors out there, that the best, without a doubt, is going through the gears, because you can actually feel and smell the emotion of the car. And when I say the smell the emotion, and sorry if you're listening on a podcast, I'm moving my arms as I'm doing this, is that you can smell the increase in petrol when you put the foot down and you're moving it through the gears, and it's a lovely feeling. It's like squeezing the back of your jaw with your teeth, and it's that smooth, repetitive feeling, and getting it right. I believe that's why driving is dying. Everything. Well, take all the electric cars. Um, there's nothing. You just and that's it. You get in and go. They're what would I say? They get you from A to B, and that's about it. And how you want to get there, in what particular style, how big you need it, and that's it. Whereas I call it a car. There is involvement, so you have to involve yourself in actually driving it, forcing it, finding out things about it. I love vehicles like that. Now, number 7 is a Honda 2000. I love these again. That was my one of my top suggestions. The Honda S2000. Current values are low, and why are collectors buying them? Japanese stuff. The market on Japanese cars is very important. So I would go Honda 7, number 7, and 7A is any Japanese car. And I know I'm being very broad there, but you've got your Subarus. Now, you have to go for the limited editions, as there's loads of other Subarus, so many to mention. And then obviously you've got the Nissan Skyline, but the Honda 2000 is the sneaky one. I don't think that many people have actually cottoned onto that. And why are collectors buying it? Well, it's got a 9,000 RPM engine, manual only, and you know what? They're reliable. They're really, really reliable. And on the other scale of it, number 8 is Lotus Elise. Why I put this is it's a cute car. I remember when they first came out, and I remember tapping it and thinking, oh, it's not metal. But you fall in love with a Lotus, and you forget that you can't actually drive it and it breaks down. There's something about this car. It's a pure driving experience when it works properly. It's lightweight, and there's no modern equivalent to this. It's really good. Again, this is a special one where you have to get all the information right on it. Don't skip on by thinking, oh, it's really good, this car, because it's cheap. There is a reason for that, as with most things. If they are cheap, then there's a reason why. There really is. I think they're still a really good buy. Buy carefully. I love my next choice, number 9, which is the BMW Z4, and I've loved these when they first came out. I like the Z3s, but I feel that the Z4s just beat it. I really do. I think they nip it, the Z4s. They seem to have everything right with them. Now go for the coupe, as the same with the Z3 coupe. They're fantastic. So you got 9 and 9A. Current values 10 to 25,000 for a good one. As I said, the hard tops are rare, great engines, and they've got a lovely style. Number 10 is Audi TD, the 3.2 V6 Quattro, great car. And still, these prices, they're amazing. They've not come they've not come down. I think again they're bottomed out. As I said in the beginning, the market has bottomed out. And why are collectors buying these? Well, they're designed a manual V6, and it's an affordable entry point car to the classic car community. And I say classic car community, it's classics, modern classics. I know some of you will say, there's 40-year rule. Yeah, but I feel that a classic car now is a petrol car, petrol diesel car, whatever it is. It's almost finished, but mind you, the government are changing their mind on fuel, so I guess we're not going to be going green so quickly. Now, I would love to save the planet. I absolutely would love that, and I think it's very, very important to do that. I don't think to the extent where His Majesty converted his lovely Aston Martin. There was no need for that. But if you want to run your Aston Martin on wine, it's your car, isn't it? But we do need to change the way energy works in this country. Look, I won't get started on that because you'll never stop me, and I'll just rattle on and it'll just get boring. So I'm going to tell you the 5 cars to avoid. Oh, so number 1 is the 996 Carrera 3.6. Why? Bore scoring, engine rebuilds, eye-watering expenses. Buy the turbo if you can. There is only one downside in the styling, and that is the fried egg headlamps. That's the only thing. But if you had the GT2, the GT3 with great big wheels, great big exhaust, yeah, I love that. The Range Rover L322. I've had a couple of these. I know Jeremy Clarkson loves them, and there was a bit of a resurgence in them. And I suppose there still is, and they look like a bargain. But I can tell you, it will bankrupt you. You'll be finished. No more. These cars are just. There's nothing like a Range Rover for sitting in. There is no other 4x4 that will give you that presence, the feeling. It does not matter at all what year, what this, what that. Am I doing a resto, a remond, whatever you have? Still, it's a Range Rover, and all Range Rovers have problems, and they will bankrupt you. And if they don't, you've bought a new one and it's still in warranty, and you're living in a world of deception where the fall in price, the depreciation, will kill you. So either way, avoid it like the plague. The next one, avoid, and this is one that drives all petrol heads quite crazy, is the Maserati Quattroporte. You love that it's a Maserati, you love the noise, the inside is beautiful, until the bills arrive, until things start going wrong with them. because they're slightly older. And then you're flicking through a magazine. You don't flick through a magazine anymore, do you? No, you flick on a screen, scroll down, 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 and you're in Auto Trader or on eBay, and you think, oh, look at that. They were so expensive. I think I'll go and have a look. No, don't go. Don't go. Run. Run far away. Far away. The Jaguar number 4. The XJ diesels. No. Yeah, okay. No, they're not okay. I wrote down lovely cars, but no, I don't like them. Nobody likes them. The few collectors like them. There's no demand on them, no, I don't like them. I think they're rubbish. The next is the early Tesla, the Model S, and you think that, oh, I'll get into electric cars. I would say if you're wanting an electric car, then don't listen to this show. No, if you're wanting an electric car, then don't buy a new one. Don't buy a second-hand one. Lease one and see how it goes. See if you like it. There's a huge technology risk here, battery risk, and nobody knows what the long-term collector market looks like. If Elon Musk is going to be bothered with this, I mean, they're fantastic cars. They get you from A to B in a instant. But if they do go wrong, then that's where the problems start. So, if I had 50,000 tomorrow, what car would I buy? Now then, I think the Volvo. I know it's odd, but I think the Volvo 850R is the one. I like it because it's an odd shape. It's different. It is not the same as everybody else. It's a square brick. It's a bit like a Range Rover, but it's a Volvo and it'll work. And that's where I think where I would put my money. I know that Porsches are really good, but I've been burnt. But I'm just telling you where the market is going and what my predictions are and what collectors are buying. So with the big red arrow, the Porsche 996 Turbo and all its higher relatives, and the 997 hasn't bottomed yet. And I'd stay away from that. Caution is the best side of Valor here. And the special bit, Dino's Deals of the Week. I'm going to bring you something lovely. My best overall deal of the week is an ultra smart air cordless jump starter and tire inflator. There are others out there, and I've done a variety of these. I put them on at the end of the show, and they'll be on the Classic Car website if you want to have a look at them. They're fantastic to start your car, especially if you've got a classic car and you haven't used it for a bit, or if you're just using it for the weekend. Then I absolutely love the keeping safe. It makes sense, and there's nothing worse than finding out that your battery's draining, you don't know how to do it. The tire inflator's fantastic. It's slow, but it works, and that's all that you need. You certainly don't need the one of those tins. It's best to get one of those. Ooh. I'm bashing my microphone and swinging my finger around with a great feeling. So those are my predictions. Cars go up as well as down, but I think we've now reached the phase that there's really nowhere else to go with these cars. And if I was investing, that's where I would be investing. And I think the market has bottomed out now. So, without further ado, I thank you so much from all over the world. Thank you so much for listening. You're very kind to have actually listened to this end for so long. You deserve a medal, and I hope I've brought you some knowledge that you'll find very interesting. So thank you for listening for Dino's Deals of the Week and Under the Bonnet. I'll see you next time. Thank you.